What is it, Aunt?
I have no wish to cause you distress. It causes me distress, but I've been lying awake this last half hour, a-tossing and a-turning.
Oh, whatever is it?
Well, I'd not intended to make you afeard, but 'tis your mamma.
Oh.
And I cannot comprehend her behaviour. Not a word have we heard. There was no letter giving details of your arrival. Now, I myself have written some 3 epistles a week, just begging her to reply, but all in vain. Now, my dear, do you not begin to fear, as I do, that something untoward may have befallen her?
Please, Aunt, you must wait a few more days. I'm sure she will write.
What a strange little owl you are, Abigail. Oh, if it were Ariadne, she'd be all afire for news of me. You're a secret creature. Well, I think we have waited long enough. I shall send a servant on the morning post-chaise to speak to your mamma in person.
No, you mustn't.
No, have no fears, my dear. We shall soon know the reason. Good night, Abigail.
Good night, Aunt.
How did you get in? Hush, the master. Are you all right? Oh, you look awful. I have just escaped a press gang. I need clothes and food. Of course. Outside, quickly. What do you intend to do now? You must have some idea. You and Abby will make a plan for me. Now, wait. I don't know what else we can do. You will have to get me back, but not to your time. I'll never go there again. Yes, well... The city's terrible. The streets are full of freed slaves. They are desperate, so they betray each other. One man tried to sell me to a press gang for 1 shilling. They have no money, no work, no hope. I do not know why they decided to free us without making any provisions for our well-being. You will speak with Abby, and together you will get me back to Sierra Leone. We expect far too much from Abby and me. Mistress Anne Ledbetter, Ledbetter's, Caroline Street, Bristol.
Dear Mistress Ledbetter, it is my sad duty to inform you of the sudden and untimely death of your cousin, Mistress Hannah Ventnor, and her beloved daughter Abigail. Both on this same morning, May the 1st, in the year of our Lord 1772, of the smallpox.
Read the next bit.
The estate is entailed upon one Peter Paul Ventnor, who resides, I believe, in France, so I shall have various personal family effects to send on to you. There is a quantity of Brussels lace, and several portraits, including one of dear Miss Abigail with her young servant boy, Daniel, who, alas, also perished this very afternoon. We must all accept the will of God, especially your humble servant, James Fitzmaurice, rector of this parish. May the 1st, 1772.
Ungar's had that letter all along. I've seen him reading it, but never suspected.
So there's a portrait of Abigail Ventnor and her serving boy. If that ever turns up here, we're finished.
Ungar must have stolen that letter.
Why?
Wake up! Come on, wake up!
Ungo!
Is it morning?
No. Did you steal this letter?
It fell out of your old breeches.
I did no harm.
Why did you steal it?
The seal was broken. I thought that's a good omen, so I read it. Then I knew it boded well for me.
How?
I needed your spirits to protect and guide me.
But why did you choose us?
I knew I had to find spirits that would be at home in this house. Your death by the smallpox proved to be yet another good omen.
But we're not dead.
I know you think you live. You talk of the past and the future as being separate and different. people know it is the now that is important. Nothing comes and goes. All exists at the same time. You will see. You have helped me. And as I am free, Toowoomba will set you free. Give one man his freedom, it is then his duty to seek the freedom of another. And so a chain is built between all men.
But how can we help you now?
You say you know the future. That will tell you what to do.
If I've got to stay here alone, you must tell me more.
Ungar wants to get back to Sierra Leone, right? Well, that's going to take money, and quite a lot. We can find a way to help him earn it.
How?
The future, Abby. Back at the Georgian house, we have an attic full of historic information, which can make Ungar an extremely knowledgeable man.
Yes. But how long are you going to be away?
You're not scared, are you?
Will Toowoomba let you go?
Of course.
Come back soon.
Is Ariadne still abed?
I have not as yet seen her this morning.
Oh, the lazy hussy. 'Tis one trial after another. Cook has just told me that the houseboy is gone, flown, vanished, without a word, the ungrateful wretch. Mercy me, servant.
I fear it is I at fault.
You? Oh, my dear, what have you done now? You haven't been beating the boy, I hope?
No, indeed, Aunt. My distress over my poor mamma prompted my action. Well, like you, I could not sleep last night. I am truly worried. So I dispatched the boy to Penzance.
Child.
It was hasty and inconsiderate of me, I know.
I can appreciate your distress, my dear, but one word to me, one simple word would have eased my mind. And I've always found him such an unreliable boy. Well, I hope he returns.
Now try and get away from me. Yes, well, I'm telling you, Miss Humphreys, I don't like one bit of it. Yes, I know. Well, you can turn out if you like. I think it's a job for the police. They'll sort it. Yes, the girl's still absent. And this one appears and disappears like a flippin' genie. Well, I don't like one bigger. Here, I'll wait for it. Here. No, later. Later, I said. Here, I'll get you. I'll get... No. I don't believe it. I don't believe it.
told them you'd gone to Penzance.
Ever for?
News of my mother.
Oh, what trials and tribulations I have to face. I have a maid in tears, frightened out of her wits. Why, Abigail, what is this? And who wrote this plate?
Aunt, you must let me explain.
Why, you tell me that that boy had been dispatched to Penzance some 4 hours since. Oh, this was part of a service specially made for us by Mr. Wedgwood. What now, boy? Why, it has our family crest. It wasn't even cracked.
Well, Ma'am.
He was scarce out of the city boundary, Aunt, when he was set upon by a band of footpads and stripped of all he had.
Oh, he looks well enough to me.
I meant they stole all his money. I gave him my red velvet purse with all the coins I possessed to help him on his way.
But are you sure the money was stolen?
Of course, Aunt.
Oh, he might have squandered it in taverns. He will pay for this plate, of course. Oh, well, I'd best send my own Clarissa down to Penzance to fetch a letter back from your mamma in her own hand. Clarissa? Clarissa! Where is that girl?
Is Ungar all right?
Well, I haven't heard any howls of discovery from the cook. But he can't stay in that shed much longer.
Don't worry, I've got all the information. At least I think I can remember the important stuff. I've got one piece of great news. Now, come on, we must start briefing Ungar right away. He's going to earn his fare to Sierra Leone.
There's no man capable of such a feat.
Well, it appears that the journal consider his opinions worthy to report.
Even the change is full of his rantings. The rational men should even discuss such foolishness.
Don't you think, Papa, if he is so wise, he could perhaps predict my husband?
What wisdom can there be in a man who calls himself Ali Ben Ali?
I don't believe he should be dismissed so lightly, sir.
Do you not, miss? No, I suppose he appeals to your sensibility. I cannot abide the weakness and folly of men. And this Ali Ben Ali can be no more than a folly.
But, sir, he has predicted the loss of the American colonies in 1776.
Yes, Papa, and what say you to that? If 'twere true, would not your precious hopes of an empire be much reduced?
Any man with half a brain could deduce the loss of the Americas. No, my dears, if you need a prophecy, I'll give you one. Cut the Americas adrift, I say. Let them try and build up their trade with the local Indians. It's in the east our future lies, missy, with the primitive peoples who need our guidance. It is there we will double our trading. And in 100 years we'll be ruling half the globe. You need no foreign necromancer to tell you that. So keep well clear of him.
Blow out one lot of candles.
It was not so dark at the Seven Stars Tavern when I did my first fortune telling.
But nobody knew you there.
Now, Ungo, say it all again.
I can remember.
What will happen in June 1773?
Miss Ariadne will marry Lord Harry Gilbert.
Sir Henry Gilbert.
You must try to be accurate.
March 1789.
The Mistress Anne will travel abroad.
Where?
To Paris. She'll meet a famous politician,
Robespierre.
and I must keep the news of Mr. Ledbetter until the very end.
That's right. What's the date?
June the 30th.
It's only 5 days from now. You'll be able to check it very quickly.
Right then, are we ready? Your mask.
Okay. Ready.
You must needs wait, Ariadne, till I have spoken to the man. Who knows? He may be able to tell us what hats we should be wearing a year hence. Is that not a mystic creature? Bonjour to you, sir. Pray, where would you have us sit?
Excuse me, madam, but the master has placed chairs for you to sit.
Oh,
Oh, why should we face him the wrong way? I wish to look at him. Shh, Ariadne.
Hear now the words of Ali Ben Ali.
Oh, is that not a monstrous fine voice?
All those who will hear, join hands and place your fingertips upon the table in front of you. Forces of nature, come to us now and give up the secrets of your future.
husband?
I see him now, in a great city.
London?
He is of noble birth, and a marriage will take place on the 6th month of the year 1773.
And how many children shall I have?
You shall have 3 children, all daughters.
Oh, what a pity, no son. Now, it's my turn, Ariadne. What of me, sir? Am I to thrive and prosper?
You are a lover of France?
Yes, that is true.
You shall travel thither in the year 1789 and be welcomed by the finest of society. But beware of the month of July. There will be great danger in France for people of quality. You must travel quickly back to England.
I see. So my clerk was right. I could scarce believe him when he told me he had seen this foreign impostor entering my house.
Husband!
Mrs. Ledbetter, how dare you?
Oh, Papa, do listen. He's been telling us the strangest things. I am to marry a nobleman.
Oh, poppycock and nonsense.
Does a man who is about to be honored by his king show such little hospitality?
Honored? What honor is this you speak of?
On the 30th day of June, you shall receive word from His Majesty's government that you are to be created a baronet of this land.
Oh, Papa! Oh, can this be true? Am I to be Lady Ledbetter?
Silence, woman. Well, we shall see. I shall give you until the 30th day of June, and when I have heard nothing, we shall have you in front of the magistrates, Mr. Ali Ben Ali. I'm never ashamed to admit I've been wrong. I trust you will accept these 20 guineas as payment for your wisdom.
The forces of nature cannot be denied.
Well, perhaps not.
Oh, Papa, you surely have no remaining doubts. Your baronetcy has been confirmed.
Yes, indeed, for services to His Majesty's person. And I have it on the highest authority that only Lord North knew of my appointment. His Majesty has a great need of my Bordeaux prunes.
Oh, don't spoil your honour with talk of trade.
I will see you to the door, sir. You've collected enough money for your passage.
My dangers are not yet over. There is still traffic in the slave trade.
You won't take the carving again?
No, you need have no fear. I too must keep my trust with Toowoomba. The carving must stay in this house. If I take it now, it will not be in the house of the future waiting for you. It is all the same, the then and the now. You have both served me well. I shall never forget you. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take care.
Husband! Can it be true? Oh, surely not. Thomas, oh, such terrible news. I have this moment received a box from Penzance from a Reverend Fitzmaurice with this letter telling us such dreadful news. Apparently, Abigail's mother has been dead of the smallpox these past 2 months. And Abigail herself did perish of the same disease.
Mamma, have you lost your
Look
wits?
at this picture when you look at it.
What is this?
They're imposters, Thomas! Stop them! They're rogues, villains!
Open this door! Do you hear me?
Thomas, do something!
Open this door! You're not to touch this again. You've got to get out of here.
Look, we can't really explain.
I bet you can't, lad. And don't try. I don't want to know. I don't want anything to do with it. If you'd put some time in some of the places that I'd served, you know there are some things you don't meddle with. You leave them alone. And they leave you alone. You'll learn, I hope. Right, get your clobber. I want you out of here as soon as possible. This has got to stop.
It's a pity about the job here.
Yes.
Nothing fixed up for the rest of the holidays.
You'll find something.
And my friends will be fixed up.
Mine too.
Let's go and find that disco Ellis keeps talking about.
Look, this is an account of Ariadne's wedding. And this, Sir Thomas Ledbetter, Lord Mayor of Bristol. Hey, look at this.
What?
The Return of the Prodigal, dated September the 6th, 1816. Listen. Mr. Ungar Aboya, the wealthy timber merchant of Sierra Leone and co-founder of the new city of Freetown, was welcomed by the Bristol Society of Merchant Venturers following his arrival in our city. Mr. Aboya was brought up here and doth intend to endow a fine charitable institution for the housing and education of former slaves and their descendants.
I'm surprised they didn't make him Lord Mayor.
Well, at least we achieved something.
Taking your time, are you? Well, there's no need for you to hang about. Miss Humphreys is expecting you.
We'll see her. And I'm sorry, Mr. Ellis.
Nothing to talk about.
I'm sorry too.
Goodbye.
And thanks.
Yes. Miss Abigail Ventnor, 1755 to 1772, and her serving boy. It is very strange.